All right, guys. Well, welcome to Team Forever Strong's very first Coach Basics call for January. It is January 10th, and welcome to the team. Looks like we have a lot of people on this call, which is awesome. I'm so excited for you guys. Before I dive into how to get you guys started right off the bat, I just want to spend 2 minutes just quickly introducing myself. So for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kathy Reuter, and I have been a coach now for 2.5 years. I am a stay-at-home mom, so I have two little kids, ages 4 and Kirsten just turned 3. Seems kind of weird to say that now. And before becoming a stay-at-home mom, I was an elementary school teacher for 8 years. I had my master's degree in special education, and when I had Landon, my oldest, I handed in my paperwork to become a stay-at-home mom, and that's what I was going to do. That's all I saw myself doing in the future. That's all I wanted to do, and so I did it. And things were very tight for us financially. My husband has a really great job, but even with that, we knew things were tight. So I was tutoring most nights of the week. You know, he was running 4 businesses on the side on top of running his full-time job, and we got to the point where we just could not make it work anymore financially. So we were kind of living with our heads in the sand for a good almost 2.5 years. And it got to the point, I'll never forget it, where I remember being home in my house. Well, I'm not there now. I'm actually relocating. I'm in the process of moving, which is why it looks like this in the background. But I was at home, and I just remember, like, you know, bouncing like Kirsten, because she was only like 4 months old at the time. And I was in my entryway, and he was like, you know, Kathy, seriously, you know, I got to be honest, you know, I've been looking at everything, and I know you've always wanted to be a stay-at-home mom. I know that's been like your dream, and it's been my dream for the family too, but we can't swing it anymore. You're going to have to go back to your teaching career. You're going to have to go back because, you know, we've depleted our savings account now because we've been living off of one income. We've racked up $35,000 of credit card debt, and we're literally sinking by $1,000 every single month. So like, I'm really sorry. I know it's heartbreaking for you, but you're going to have to start looking for a job. And in my mind, like, that was it. That was like totally like reach in and rip my heart out, because it's not for everybody to be a stay-at-home mom, but growing up, and once I had kids especially, that's what I wanted to do. And it's funny how things work out, guys, because things, I feel like, happen at just the right time when you need them the most in your life. And that's when I heard about coaching. And as skeptical as we were, I mean, my husband is the most skeptical, thick-headed German guy you could ever meet. He was so skeptical. He did not believe in this. He thought that my chances of having success would be just as, you know, likely as going to a casino and gambling. After a couple months of dragging our feet, we sat down and said, you know what, let's just give it a shot. You know, I had 35 pounds, over 35 pounds I needed to lose, because I just could not get to back to where I wanted to be. So I didn't have any really confidence in myself. I wasn't feeling good about myself anyways. You know, I was kind of falling into the status quo of, once you have kids, this is just the way it is. You're never going to get your body back. And so we said, you know what, we'll give it a couple months. If anything, you can at least feel better about yourself, get healthier, lose that weight, and get that support you need. But if you're not, you know, earning any kind of income, like, we just can't afford it. So I swiped my credit card because we had no savings, $140 for the challenge pack. And it was the best freaking investment of my entire life. And it's funny because it's the small things, those small decisions in your life, that end up really being like life altering if you allow them to. And so I got into this, guys, and I absolutely loved it. Like, still to this day, 2.5 years later, I am obsessed. If I could work on this 24/7, I would. But I work at night. But I showed up. I lost all that 35 pounds, right, that I had. I got down into the healthiest weight and looking better than I've ever looked in my entire life. Made tons of new friends. By 7 months in, what I was earning with Beachbody was totally exceeding what I was earning as a teacher when I left my job after 8 years. By a year in, I was earning 6 figures. In 15 months, my credit card was all paid off. And now we've just been building a savings account since then. And our house is for sale, and we're looking to move someplace warmer, because I'm up here in Massachusetts, where it's freezing cold for 6 or 7 months out of the year. And so, guys, I mean, this can be so life-changing for you. It can be anything that you want it to be. And I'm just really excited to have you guys here because, I mean, it can literally change your life and be the biggest blessing for you. It can be part-time. It can be end up being a full-time for you. But if you find something that you're passionate about and that you love so much, you really don't mind doing it. It doesn't feel like work, right? It doesn't feel like a job because you love doing it. And the people that you are going to meet are just incredible. They're going to be some of your closest friends and your biggest cheerleaders and your, biggest supporters that you'll ever have. And so it doesn't matter if all the money was taken away. I would never stop doing this because I love all of these people that it's brought into my life. And I love how it's helped me become just really like a better version of myself. I know it sounds cliche, but that's what happens. So anyways, guys, you're joining an awesome team. We really are. We finished the year. Team Forever Strong was a top number 59 out of 460,000 teams. We are amazing. The team is incredible. We're a 2-time elite team, which is something very rare too that teams achieve. And really, guys, I just can't say enough about the team. Like, this is your own business, but you don't have to do this alone. We are literally all here to help you and have success. So anyways, welcome to the team. I hope that you guys really take advantage of Coach Basics. This is where I learned everything that I know to this day through the Coach Basics. And so congratulations on being an entrepreneur. This is it, guys, right? And I know it might sound kind of weird because it sounded weird to me when I first became a coach too, but no matter what you want this business to turn out to be, it is your own business and it can be anything that you want it to be. What you choose to do today, going forward, and what happens in this business and how it changes your life is all up to you. It's all up to you. And my biggest thing is never settle for the good when you really, truly deserve the best. You deserve to live the best lives, and this can be just that for you. So you're a brand new coach now. Your head is spinning. There's so much information. You feel completely overwhelmed, and you're probably asking yourself if you can even do this because it's so overwhelming, right? That's how I felt when I first became a coach too. I remember sitting in my living room and I legit was on the phone with my coach and she was going over all these things. And I said to myself, actually I said it out loud to Nick, my husband, I seriously do not think I'm smart enough for this. I don't know what the heck they're talking about, but it just seems way over my head. And so I can tell you guys that what you're feeling and being overwhelmed is totally normal. Every single coach comes into this feeling the exact same way because no matter what it is in life, if you try something totally new, it's going to be a learning process. It's going to take time. But I can promise you that the team and myself are going to do everything in our power to make it as simple as possible so that you can have success. And by about 3 or 4 months, you are going to feel so much better about it. You're going to be like, all right, this is starting to make sense now. I'm starting to grasp this. I'm starting to understand it. That's what it was for me. It took me about 3 months where I was like, all right, I get it now. I'm starting to get it. So you're a brand new coach now and you are plugged into our Coach Basics training. So the best advice that I can give you to get started as a brand new coach to have success right out of the gate is to, number one, be working on yourself first. The best advice that I can give you is to make sure that you are committed 100% to a challenge group, that you're in some kind of challenge group right now, and that you're working on yourself and that you're working on reaching your own health and fitness goals. So that way you will have some form of results to share with people once you are done. So for me, when I first started, like I said, I had over 35 pounds to lose. I did the 21-day fix. That was the program I started with. I shared every single day. I shared something about my journey. And at the end of it, I had a before and after picture to share. And I shared that I lost 9 pounds and almost 10 inches, and that I dropped 2 pant sizes, and all of these details. And nothing will help you more than when you have results to share. Now, you don't have to stand in a bikini or whatever and show all your skin. You don't even need to really show a picture, although that would be best if you could. You could just talk about how you dropped a pant size, that I dropped 8 pounds. You know, you could talk about how you feel and the confidence that you have and the energy, you can share that. You could show a picture of you just standing up with like your older jeans on and how much bigger they are. You can do these little things. It doesn't need to be like you in a bikini, totally uncomfortable. You know, you want to be you through this whole journey. That's the best advice I can give you, is to just be you. So if you want to stand there in your shirt and your pants, then do it. It doesn't matter what you do. Just be you during this. But definitely you want to start with working on yourself so you can get some results, because people are following your journey now. And if they see that this is helping you and it's working on you, then they're going to say, oh my gosh, it's working on her. She's a real person. Look at the results she got. She seems so happy. I need to do this too. I'm going to get on that. I'm going to message her and find out what exactly she's doing. All right. Yeah. So Jesse said, I'd always do the workout clothes and the same outfit. Yep. So if you can do, the same outfit when you first start and then the same outfit when you finish, that will help people be able to see and get that visual a little bit easier. All right. So you're going to start with you. Always start with you. Then you're going to be in this Coach Basics group. And so make sure that you are in the group every single day and that you are literally a sponge. So go in there, listen to, the video, be a sponge, absorb it, but then take that information and then go apply it to your business. And so, I really liked what Marissa said earlier. A lot of you guys weren't on at the time, but she was saying with the introductory video, she came completely out of her shell, completely out of her comfort zone, and she did a welcome video in the comments there. Don't wait for other people in the group to post and comment and share. Be the leader right from day one. Be the one to be that first person, because everybody else is waiting for somebody else to comment. Be the first one. Just do it. So that was awesome, Marissa. Great job. So we're going to start with the group, and you're going to take it so seriously because you are going to learn all the fundamentals of how to build a successful business. And you're going to learn it, and you're not going to be a collector of information, right? You're going to absorb it, take it all in, and then you're going to go and apply it to your business to help you. That's the most important piece, is gathering it and then applying it and taking action. All right. The best thing that you can do, guys, is to take action from day one. Some people come in and they want to sit down and they want to get it all squared away and get all organized, and they want to get their planner and they want to get a new computer and they want to do all this crazy stuff. None of that will help you build a business. You just have to start talking to people and dive right in and take action. So you guys should have all received a welcome to Beachbody email and a getting started right email as a brand new coach. If you didn't, just make sure to connect with your upline coach so that we can get that over to you. You're going to want to make sure that you read it. And it's, the one that I give my personally sponsored coaches has a video, getting started right video, and some key components that need to be done before, so that you can have success. So you're going to have that. And in that getting started right email, I always attach my very first post I made, letting Facebook world know that I am a Beachbody coach. So if you want that sample, if you're looking for kind of like a template to use, I can post it, or your upline coach can post theirs in our Coach Basics group. But basically, you're going to want to now kind of come out of the closet that you're a Beachbody coach. You're going to want to tell everybody that you have now started this new journey as a Beachbody coach, and that you're looking to help others get started on their health and fitness journey. And you can read mine and you can read your upline coaches as a template, but just make it your own. Put a nice picture with it, a nice clear picture, and we can help you with it. So I always tell my coaches, before you actually post it, if you want to kind of send it over to your upline coach so they can look it over, give any kind of constructive feedback, and then you can go ahead and share it on Facebook. All right, so that's going to be your very first post that you make. From that day going forward, people are watching your every move now, because now they've heard that you are on this new adventure, and they don't think that you're really going to do it. They are going to be watching you to see how serious you are. They're going to be looking and they're going to be watching and say, all right, she started on this new coaching thing. Let's see how serious she is. Let's see how long this lasts. So you have to be showing up on social media now every single day, sharing something about your journey. So sharing something about your journey. You have to show up anyways, even if nobody likes it or comments. Trust me, it still happens to me sometimes. People are reading every single thing that you post on Facebook. Every single thing. All right. So a couple of the different types of posts that you can make. I usually tell my new coaches, you're going to want to start out by sharing, 2 to 3 things a day. And it's going to be a mix between your personal life, like what's going on. Like you want people to be able to look at your wall and see that you're a mom, or that you're a teacher, or that you're a stay-at-home mom, or that you're a waitress, or that you like to run cross country, or you want them to see another piece to you besides just Beachbody coaching. Like you don't want to be like labeled as she's just a Beachbody coach. All right. So you're going to want to share something personal about your day that's going on. Maybe a walk you went on with the kids, something that you did, you went shopping, blah, 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 whatever it is. That's going to be one post. And then the next post that you can make, start out with 2 so you don't get totally overwhelmed. Could just be something about your journey right now, what you're doing. So it could be an easy thing to do. It could be a recipe that you tried for your new program. It could be a picture of the food. It could be a picture of the 21-day fix color-coded containers, empty, and then a plate of food next to it with the food all measured out so that you can show people. People think that these are so small, but look at this big plate of food. That all of these containers is my meal. Like, look at how much this is. It could be a quote. A lot of times I will go to Pinterest and I'll find something that speaks to me that day, and I will make it my own, and I will kind of write a little blurb about it. Something to inspire and motivate people. It could be a tip, something that can add value to people. And it doesn't need to be about health and fitness. If you're, a mom and you have a little baby and you found this awesome, monitor that works really well, you can share, oh, I picked up this monitor. It's adding value. It's free added value information. So every day when you're sharing on social media, you want to ask yourself, is this going to help someone? How is this going to help someone? Or is someone going to be like, so what? Big deal. What's the point of this, right? So you want to ask yourself that question. Just adding free little bits of information and being inspiring. Because a lot of times, guys, you are the only Beachbody coach in your friend's newsfeed. And a lot of times people are surrounded by just so much negativity, and they look for your posts as like a source of inspiration to feel better, for that positive piece of inspiration. And I have actually had like coaches who have were consistent for a long time with this, and then they stopped, and they actually had people private message them, and they're like, are you still a coach? I really looked forward to those awesome posts that you made. Like, they really picked me up first thing in the morning when I wasn't really feeling like getting out of bed and going to work, and I always looked for them. So that's kind of the way that you want to think about it when you are sharing on social media. So at the end of every night before you go to sleep, I still do this to this day. I scroll through the things I posted and I say, did I add any value to someone today? Was I a source of inspiration? Did I motivate anybody? Did I give any tips? Did I talk about why I love this so much at all, to try to kind of get somebody to kind of jump and take that leap of faith into this business? Did I share something about my journey? And just be you. The best advice with posting on social media, and actually the only way that you'll have real true success with this, is if you are literally authentically yourself. So don't get wrapped up in following other coaches in the network and trying to imitate what they're posting. Just be you. Literally be you. This is the only business in the world where you don't have to be somebody else, and you can be genuinely and authentically yourself. And you will attract those types of people to you, which is what you want. In the end, you want to have a team of people who are like you and similar to you. And we're all different, right? So that's with posting. Just a little bit onto in terms of your success in this business. A lot of times people think there's a magic pill, or there's some kind of, secret sauce. What are they doing? And it really and truly is your belief in yourself, followed up with just that consistent daily action. How well you do in this business is a direct reflection between the amount of lives that you change, or the amount of lives that you help every day, month after month after month. That's all it is. The more lives that you change and the more lives that you impact, the better you will do, the more income you'll make, the faster you'll grow. It's a direct correlation. So there's no magic to it. If you come into the business and you don't do anything, then nothing's going to happen, right? You're not going to earn an income if you don't do anything. It's kind of like my husband and I were talking about it. It'd be like if you got an Uber job as an Uber, but you didn't drive your car anywhere, right? You wouldn't get paid. It's the same thing with this. If you're a coach and you don't do the things that you need to do to build a business and earn an income, nothing will happen. But if you choose to show up and you choose to go into the coach basics every day and take action and work on your business slowly over time, you'll earn an income and you will build a successful business. And it takes time. It doesn't take 1 month. You know, I always tell all my coaches, be here 1 year from now, 1 year from now of showing up and doing the right actions every day to build your business and being consistent with them, and you will be in a totally different spot. So it's a very, very, very simple business, and it sounds so easy, doesn't it, right? Sounds so easy, but it's just as easy not to do these things. And I remember my upline coach, Keith Callahan, he's been doing this now for 7 years. That was the first thing he said to me when I had a call with him when I became a coach. He said, Kathy, if you want to be where I am one day and you want to have success and you want to have that true freedom for your family and you really want to be home with your children, you want to never have to worry about going back to work and you want to be able to travel the world and all these things that just that life of true freedom, you've got to do these things. And it sounds simple, but most people won't do them. You have to choose to be the one to do them. And if you do, you will change your life forever and you will never look back. And I took him seriously because I'm not going to argue with someone who's doing that well, right? And that's all it is. So it all boils down to you. And I believe in every single person so much that comes into this business. I believe in every single person that comes into this team. You just have to have that belief in yourself too, that you can do it. So no one comes in, no one's any luckier. Things don't happen by chance. People get to where they are because they just put in the work over time, day in and day out. So does anybody have any questions on any of that before I kind of wrap it up with the last few things? Awesome job, 60 pounds. That's awesome. I totally understand the cold thing because I remember walking around the house. I still do it with like my winter jacket on. So if you see me in my pictures, guys, and I'm wearing the same jacket all the time or the same sweatshirt, well, I do have 3 of these, so it's not always the same one. That is why. You get so much colder when you lose all that weight, especially a 60-pound weight loss. My God, that's awesome. All right, let me just check over one more thing here. So I am going to leave you guys with a couple of calls to action here because I'm all about that. I like to get you guys pumped up and I like to also tell you guys too that, you know, when you hear all these success stories from the other coaches in the network, you know, like you heard my success story, right? And you hear all these other coaches and the other top 10 coaches or any other coach in the company. We all literally started exactly in the same place as you. And I see that there's, 9 people total on the call right now, or I think one had to jump off earlier, so 10. I want to see all of you guys on the last week's call. I want to see all of you guys commit to this the entire time and take it dead seriously because you will be blown away with how it can change your life. And we all start exactly where you are. We all start with all the same fears and all the same doubts and with, worries. And I can tell you guys, when I came into this, I did not have big goals. So when you hear all these things that I've kind of been able to check off and say that we've accomplished, I did not have any idea that was not my goal when I came into this. My goal when I first became a coach was, okay, I'm going to lose weight and I'm going to just earn a couple $100 every week. That was it. I did not come into this saying, I'm going to exceed my husband and I'm going to never go back to teaching. I just said, all right, I need to earn just a couple $100 every week. So that way we could kind of keep us flatlined. I knew we were still going to be screwed financially, but at least we wouldn't be dipping under. I would keep us level. And you will surprise yourself, guys, when you get into this, like how much you love it. And when you start getting messages, guys, from people, this is what really did it for me. when you start getting private messages from people or emails from people with them being like, thank you so much. Like, you changed my life by introducing me to this program, and I've lost, 25 pounds, and I can't believe I did it. Like, I should have done this so much sooner. It was because of you. You're so inspiring. When you hear things like that, that's the kind of stuff that keeps you going. And so I highly recommend that you literally copy and paste all those comments that you get as you get them and make a document on your computer. I did that when I first became a coach. And anytime I started to feel like, I don't know if I'm really helping people, am I really changing lives? I looked at this document and I was like, oh my gosh, my role as a coach is so important. I can't ever stop. Look at all these lives I'm changing. I'm truly helping people, and I love it. And so keep note of all those things because it makes you feel so good. It's amazing. So my call to action to you guys is I want you to go out, and I want you to tonight or tomorrow or within the next 24 to 48 hours, talk to 3 to 5 new people about this business. Message 3 to 5 new people with an invite to our challenge group. And if you need help with wording, you can post it in the group, or I will post my script in the group. And your upline coaches can help out too. And just get out of your comfort zone. Number 1, make that first post on Facebook letting people know that you're a Beachbody coach. So I'll post that on the team page too. And number 2, actually go that extra step now and come a little bit out of your comfort zone and invite them to be a part of our challenge group. And I'll share my script with you. And you know what? You might be surprised. But also keep in mind that getting no's is part of the business. And no never means, it doesn't mean like never, I don't want to do this. It just means no, now is not the right time for me. But when it is, you've planted that seed. They will know to go to you versus another coach in the network who's been talking about this all the time, right? So that's what we want. So we want to help you guys make that post. You're coming out, you're letting people know. And we also want to help you get your first 1 to 2 people signed up on your team. So that way you can start to build that confidence and be like, yes, all right, I helped somebody. Once you get that ball rolling, nothing is going to stop you guys. So I like to end with a quote too. 10 years from now, make sure you can say that you chose your life and you didn't settle for it. And I like that one because even though our family was struggling financially, we had a really good life. And everyone was healthy. Everyone was around. Great parents, great friends. I had all of that, right? But I was just settling for the good life. And what I realized when I got into this is that no one should settle, and that you guys deserve so much more than just good, and that you deserve the best, and that you can all have that, and that it is literally in your hands right now. And I'm just so excited for you guys, and you should feel so like I don't know, I'm just so proud of you guys for actually having the courage to actually do this and take that leap of faith and try it out. Because if you can go the distance with this, and you can be patient, and you can put in the work, and you keep that belief, I'm telling you, your life will be forever changed, and you will be like, oh my God, I can't believe that I didn't do this earlier. So does anybody have any questions for me before I let you go? All right, guys. Well, welcome to the team. I am excited for you guys. I will be posting in the Coach Basics group with those templates and my script to help get you guys going. And I will also post the recording for anybody who needs it in the page later tonight. So thanks so much, guys, and welcome to the team again. Hope you have a great night. Bye, everyone.